Picture yourself walking through a beautiful park. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, and green grass is spread all abroad. There are trees shooting upward into the sky and a river flowing alongside the park. But suddenly, a small plastic disc comes soaring past your head. Whoa, where are you? Well, you're at the Auburn Game Farm Disc Golf Park, if you correctly envisioned what I was trying to communicate with that description. If you're unfamiliar to the game of disc golf, this speech will prove to be very informative and useful to you. After listening to my speech, you'll understand the three main points necessary to get started when playing disc golf. Number one, what equipment is necessary for playing the game of disc golf and what that equipment costs. Number two, how to find an ideal disc golf park to play at. And number three, the basics for playing the game of disc golf. Disc golf is a sport that is inexpensive, enjoyable, and relatively easy to play. First, I'll explain what equipment is necessary for playing this game. Alright, number one, you need to purchase 3 discs. A driver for your long distance throws, a mid-range for your throws in between long distance and putts, and a putter for your up-close shots that are tight and right next to the basket, which is the target for your throws. So I recommend visiting a local disc golf shop like Mando's in Auburn, Washington is a great place to start. Check out their website, mandodiscs.com, to get a look at their prices in advance. And then go ahead and swing by the shop and actually talk to the shopkeepers. They're very helpful and they have a lot of disc golf knowledge. They have disc selection charts in the store that give you specs and ratings on the various discs that they carry. And they have a basket in store so you can actually get a physical feel for the compatibility of the discs with you. You'll spend about $15 per disc, and so in the end I estimate you spend about $50 for all 3 discs. Alright, sweet. Now that you've got your discs, it's time to find a good park to play at. So you want to get on Google and type disc golf parks near your place of residence or your location of choice. So let's say Auburn, Washington. Waymarking.com I found had a good overview of the Auburn Disc Golf Park at Game Farm. It explains that it's got 18 holes, gives you some other information about it. Sites like these you can find reviews and ratings and get an idea of the general reception of other disc golf players about disc golf parks, so you can narrow down your field of choices to a good place to play at. Alright, so once you decide on a place to visit, pack up your discs and get ready to go. I recommend storing them in a backpack. This way you can keep track of your discs while you're on the course, and you can select one at a time while you're out there playing. Bring waters to stay hydrated, and bring a towel to wipe debris off of your discs. Now you've got your discs and your location. Awesome. Okay, so now it's time to learn how to play the game of disc golf. So before you visit a course, make sure to get on the internet and read the article How to Play Disc Golf on discgolf.com. Also, that'll help you to understand the procedures and the regular norms of disc golf playing. Also, you want to get on YouTube and type in how to throw a golf disc. You'll find a lot of really good instructional videos that explain the physics and the normal way to go about throwing a golf disc, which is trickier than it might seem. But once you watch the videos, that'll help you out big time. Okay, so that's how you learn the basics right there. Then you want to go to the park and try it out. So go to the park you've chosen and look for hole 1. That's where you start. So there'll be a little post in the ground that has a number 1. You can ask a local player and they'll point you in the right direction. If the tee off is clear, which is the location, like a rectangular platform where you'll throw from, you want to throw, select your driver and throw as far as you can, as close to the basket as possible. And so after your disc lands, approach your fallen disc and throw from there. Continue throwing. So once you get within a proximity of, say, 50 feet, you may want to switch to your mid-range disc and then continue trying to throw into the basket. The idea is to throw your disc into the basket in as few throws as possible. So try not to overshoot it. And when you get within, say, 25, 30 feet, you can switch to your putter or finish with your mid-range. And then yell clear when you get to the end of the hole so that the guys behind you that are waiting know that they're good to go. And then proceed to the hole 2 and follow the same instructions. If you feel that you are going to hit someone with a disc, yell 4, and they'll know to watch out. But try not to hit anybody if you can help it. And try not to throw out into the bushes because you may have to spend a while searching for your disc then. Alright, so those are the basics. So Just have fun, enjoy yourself, enjoy the scenery. It's usually like a beautiful woodland type location, and it's really enjoyable. It's a nice way to relax. Don't worry about skill level, that increases with time and practice. All right, so those are the basics there. Now now that I've explained these 3 points for getting started on how to play disc golf, let's review this information. All right, so point number one was buy 3 discs: a driver, a mid-range, and a putter. And point number 2 was to locate a nice disc golf course to play at. Point number 3 is research how to play and then play your first game. All right. So by following these steps, you'll be on your way to enjoying the wonderful game that disc golf is. Thank you for listening to my informative speech.